All right, my boy Scotty Scheffler is your 2022 Masters champion. He's wearing the green jacket. Hopefully he's not taking it on and off every fucking 5 minutes like that dumbass vest he was wearing. But what do you think of the Masters overall?
You didn't like the vest move on Saturday, huh?
No, I didn't.
I feel like he was doing that deliberately because he had the lead and he was kind of just like trying to stay focused on something else.
That's a kind of a good thought. I thought it was because
I don't think it was because he was cold.
No, I think maybe he was cold, but I think it was less restrictive on the full swing, and then he wanted more feel as he got closer to the green. I don't know.
No, I definitely agree with that. He was never going to swim with that thing on, but I felt like he could have just got rid of it completely and put a pullover on or something.
He should have. Yeah, it was strange, and like it was just annoying too because I know he had a very healthy lead, so the broadcast is really focused on him. But for those of us who want to see more golf shots, the coverage, all you're seeing is him take his vest on and off. It just gets annoying.
Yeah. So, are you ready to admit that he's the best player in the world and he's fully supplanted Jon Rahm and he's exactly what you thought Jon Rahm was going to be, but it's actually Scotty Scheffler?
All right. I'm willing to admit I was wrong for the most part on Scheffler. I never said he wasn't a good player. I always thought he was good. I didn't think he was going to be this, obviously. And, people who say they did think he was going to be this are probably just lying to you. Maybe they did, but he didn't really show that this was coming. I know he had some good major finishes, but wasn't really a prolific winner in college. Kind of took him a little bit to get his career going, and but obviously he's very good, and he's right now the best player in the world. I do still think these things come in cycles. I see a lot of people thinking he's going to go on this, continue this run, and be this great player, and I totally get that. Why it feels that way, but it's felt like this way before many times. We felt it with DJ, you felt it with Jason Day, you felt it with Jordan Spieth, and what he's done, as we talked about on Twitter, isn't really comparable to that. He's been very hot, very impressive run here, but I don't think he's. And you said Jon Rahm comparison. I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to die on this hill. Jon Rahm's going to have a better career than Scheffler.
I agree.
I just and I think this, and I know I know you're saying you agree, but I think probably 80% of people out there would disagree with me right now.
No, come on. People know.
Just based on what I'm seeing.
If you were to take a guy going into the PGA, you gonna take Scheffler over Rahm?
No.
I don't think people are gonna do that. I still think they're gonna take Rahm.
I don't.
They're both co-favorites at 12-1.
That's ridiculous. We should be getting a break on Rahm. But let me ask you this: if I put up a poll on Twitter right now and said who's going to have a better career when it's all said and done, Rahm or Scheffler, what do you think the vote is?
It better be fucking Rahm, or I need to fucking get a new job here. What the fuck?
No, it won't be. It would not be. I guarantee it would be Scheffler. I guarantee it. I'm going to do it just to see.
Okay. You got to give him props, though, man.
I do. I completely do.
Fucked. Yeah,
I think.
You know what's crazy is we bet him at the wrong major.
I know we found a 40 on the PGA, but I don't know.
We bet a 40 at the PGA probably a month ago?
Probably 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, and we sat there with our fucking dicks in our hands, looking at a 25-1 at the Masters.
We did. But who knows? Maybe he's still that hot. I do think a big part of this is a guy, and we've seen these types of heaters. He just got hot at the exact right time.
Yeah. But I mean, look at this second hottest golfer in the world, Cam Smith, right there.
And this is one of those things with the Masters that we got to remember and write it down and whatever else, because the Masters, unlike other places, it's not like, players. It's like you want to play the hot guys, but definitely embrace some variance, and there's gonna be great players who miss the cut, all that stuff. The Masters isn't that. The guys who are playing the best, the chalky guys who everybody likes, who are hot coming in, always do well.
It's crazy, man. He got up and down from everywhere. No one else was getting up and down from these spots. They were like, everything was to 2 feet. And even the times he didn't get to 2 feet, it was 7 feet. And he's just drilling the putt. We're like other guys, like we'll get into Tiger here in a second, but like guys their chips were just 8 feet, 9 feet, and none of them were making pars. They were all bogeying.
That's the most surprising thing to me about him. I knew he was,
yeah.
I knew he was a big hitter. I knew his tee to green game was good, and I just didn't think he was the type of guy to grind out 9-10 foot pars in big situations. I never thought that was him.
Me neither. It's crazy. You know, we're just getting drilled off these fucking two guys.
You know,
we haven't adjusted.
I wanted to talk about this. Like, we're having a bad season, no doubt about it. But if you go through the winners here, okay, how many of them should we bet on? That's what I'm questioning.
There was one we should have been on that I can remember.
And yeah,
that we fucked up. I can't remember though.
So other than that, I think it's just been tough. I mean, Chalk is winning. A big time Chalk is winning. And then you get the same guys, Scheffler, Smith, have won 6 out of the 14 events.
Mm-hmm.
And mostly as kind of heavy favorites. Cam Smith is always priced up.
Burns
Scheffler,
has won twice too.
And Burns twice or once?
Only once. One in the swing season, then once this year.
Yeah, and the one we should have been on was Scheffler at Waste Management.
We should have been on that one, and we should have been on. No, just Hoagie. We should have been on Hoagie.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was all pointing to him. But so we've made some mistakes, but otherwise I think the process has been what it's always been. And the guys that we typically go to that kind of we have won on are letting us down. I mean, Brooks was the most popular big pick last week next to JT, and Brooks was fucking horrible. I'm sick of that motherfucker too. Stupid ass blonde hair, the big game hunter. I'm so sick of his shtick, man. Like, when is the guy going to start getting it done again?
I don't know. I'm getting there with you, man. He's really frustrated.
That's inexcusable.
Started off so great. He was 2 under through fucking 8 holes. And then it's like somebody like just attacked him and he just played terrible after that.
He lost, I think, 10 strokes putting or something in 2 rounds.
Yeah, well, I think Thursday was his worst putting day ever.
Going to the back 9, he was -2, and he actually had some good looks and he just kept missing everything. And then he made a dumb triple, and that was the end of him. I think he probably thought, all right, I'm not winning this thing, and he checked out.
Yeah, fucking Sobel.
Yeah, and oh, God. And then so, this week it might be an issue again, but
so how'd you do overall in the week?
Pretty fucking horrible.
I hit a T5 on Lowry that helped me. Plus Tiger making the cut. I actually won money on the week.
I had Tiger making the cut. So that helped. I still didn't do great. I had a top 10 on Tommy that I was really looking for. He finished 13th. Like, nothing really went completely my way, but if you have a leaderboard of fucking Scheffler and Weasel, what do you think is going to happen? All things considered, it wasn't a bloodbath because of that Tiger bet, but
it's just Scotty and Weasel dueling it out. Just our worst nightmare.
I think we talked before, like texting. We're talking about like guys would be cool if they won, and guys like Scheffler and Smith were the worst case scenarios of guys who could win.
Yeah, either one, and they were both there. The only 2 guys who had a chance to win were those 2. Yeah, hey, people can talk about Rory, but he never had an actual chance to win. Those are the only 2 that had a chance to win at any point during this Masters.
No, and we talked about like guys who would be cool if they won. Like if Rory won and I wasn't on it, but he career Grand Slam, and I would have been happy. It would have been fun, but just the whole Masters pretty much absolutely sucked. I don't care what anybody says. It was boring as fuck.
Yeah, Tiger saved the first 2 days.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Tiger was fun. Watching Tiger Thursday was fucking incredible.
Thursday was awesome overall.
Like, that was fucking so awesome watching Tiger play really well on Thursday. It was fucking great. He was getting up and down from everywhere. And then he just lost everything. Like, he couldn't make a putt. He was 3-putting, 4-putting, couldn't get up and down. His driving looked great.
Yeah.
He was piping it.
It was good.
He just was, I don't know. He's just a cripple.
Yeah. That being said, I'm glad he's going to continue to play. I bet now, especially now, we're going to see him at Southern Hills more than likely. Definitely seeing him at St. Andrews. We do have a 51 at St. Andrews. I think that's probably going to get bet down by the time it comes. And that's a live ticket. I'm not gonna fuck what anybody says. He can win there.
Definitely. Nice, easy walk. Won there twice. I don't think he can win at Southern Hills. I don't even know if he's going to play Southern Hills, to be honest with you. And I don't see him playing Brookline. So I don't know. I think this might be a 2-event year for him, and then he's going to gear up for 2023.
And play
maybe
what, 6, 7?
maybe PGA. Yeah, and then play 7 events 2023.
Yeah, I think that's probably a very fair assessment. I think he's going to play Southern Hills only because he won there, he thinks he can win there. I think it gets pretty windy, and I think the scoring might be in an area where he feels all right with it.
Yeah, it could get. I know it was in August last time. It got wicked hot, but maybe
he likes the heat.
It needs to be 80. You could tell he was just like Saturday laboring, just cold. That's not good for his back. Probably not good for his leg.
No.
Overall, though, I mean, good week for Tiger. I mean, everybody loves him now. It's awesome.
Successful week.
Yep, made the cut. He was 4 shots out of second going into Saturday. So like he played well those first 2 days, and then the Saturday, Sunday he was pretty terrible. I don't know. I just enjoy watching him play golf. It's just we don't get it that often, and you got to enjoy those times you get with best athlete ever, one of the best athletes ever.
Yeah, and there's going to be a time that comes more sooner than later where we're thinking like, fuck, what would we do to just watch him play one more round?
Yeah.
That time's coming. So
besides Tiger, I mean, it was a pretty boring Masters, to be honest with you.
It was horrible.
Weasel got it to 1 on the 3rd hole, and then Scotty had that fucking garbage chip in.
That should have been a bogey.
Yep, should have been a bogey. And I don't know what Weasel was doing on that hole. And then he kind of got it back a little bit, and then he went in the drink on 12. Weasel loves that place.
Yeah, and he's very hot, but he kind of was the guy I expected him always to be. Like, he's a guy, if he's in contention, I always think he's one's going way left.
Yeah, he's Spieth.
Yeah. Yep.
Scotty's just solid. Kind of just plays golf. I don't know. He definitely he's got good course management. Thinks shit out.
He does. That's why he's slow as fuck.
He's wicked slow, annoying. Couple other things. What'd you think of Rory Sunday?
Typical Rory. I mean, that's what he does. He's not in contention, so he plays loose, and he's gonna backdoor top 5. This time he backdoors a 2. The bunker shot was great, cool. I think the celebration was a little bit overboard considering he had no chance to win.
I thought so too.
I thought it was strange a bit.
It was the only cool thing about Sunday, though.
Yeah, it was a great round, and that's like, I mean, I know it's probably fool's gold, and I get he always backdoors, always does that, but I could definitely see myself going there next year.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Too much pressure on him.
If he just figures out that Thursday round,
I know. I don't know. He can't. Yeah, that was cool. I mean, Morikawa chipped in after him. They fed off each other. He played well as well. What else we got? Lowry played great, man.
That was an awesome bet. 80-1. You got to be happy with how Lowry played. He gave us something to think about going into the weekend. He was kind of right there on Saturday. I thought he might have had a chance. Messed up a couple of holes.
Yeah. I don't know. Cashed the top 5 ticket. That was a nice hit. Saved my week. That and the Tiger bet.
He was
what
great.
Else we got?
Hovland's a fucking moron.
Oh yeah, Vic. Don't ever let me bet him again in a major. Don't.
I know.
I know we're already on him at the Open, but man, fuck him. I'm done with him. He's Tony Finau to me, man. He's just I can't do it anymore. I'm done.
It's fair.
I'm done.
It's fair. I still think he's gonna be great long term.
Yeah, I just can't do it. I can't. Not these numbers. His number slips, I can do it. His number slips, I can do it, but not.
Yeah, well,
I can't do it at 20.
I had a 33, and that's why I was on it. So I'm fine with that. As much as I agree with you, I would still bet a 30 plus at a major.
Yeah, what did I bet at the Open?
I think 25.
Yeah, so it's already dead.
Maybe.
Then what else we get? Oh, what's the deal? What's the deal with Rahm? What the fuck?
Maybe Mike D's right. Maybe it's the shoes.
Dude, I mean, what? You're the best player in the world.
He
Scotty Scheffler stole your fucking moment all year.
This is as bad as I can ever remember him being. I don't get it. I think it's the personal life. I do. I think having a second kid and after just having that first kid and being married, there's just so many new adjustments he has, and golf is such a mental game that I think he's out of it right now. He's talking about. Let me say this too. I'm no misogynist here, but he's talking about like splitting duties in the middle of the night with his wife. What's he, a fucking moron? I say I'm making I don't know, $15 million a year to play golf. I'm going to rest at night, and you can take care of the kid. You don't even have a fucking job.
Or hire a nanny.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing getting up in the middle of the night with your kid?
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. I don't think him waking up in the middle of the night is part of it, but I think just all these big changes to his life, and it's not an excuse. Some guys handle it really well, some guys don't handle it well, but he's not handling it well. He looks like shit. And
Life hits all these guys, man. They hit all these guys. Life hit Spieth. Life hit Rory. He stopped winning majors. The only one it didn't hit was Tiger. He just kept fucking.
That's why these guys shouldn't get married.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Look at Brooks. Ever since he started with Jenna, he stopped winning majors.
Yeah, you got to be out there
winning anything.
Got to be out there fucking.
DJ's probably still fucking.
Oh, I'm sure he is. Ricky got serious with his fiance now, and his kind of took a turn. And just golf's a different type of game. It's like other sports, you can just turn on the athleticism, zone out, and go play. Like golf is not that. It's just so mental that you never know what's going to happen. And I think,
life will hit Scotty.
It will. And that number one, it's all going to hit Scotty sooner or later. And I'm not saying it as a negative. It just happens to everybody besides Tiger.
Yeah, let's hope it hits Scotty after the PGA.
I think I'm fine with that ticket losing. I don't want to see that fucker win again.
We're just not going to count the 40-1 we have on Scheffler at Southern Hills.
I'm going to sell it for a fucking pack of gum.
It's his favorite course in the world, he said.
I think I've heard like 4 people say that, by the way.
It's in his Twitter bio or something.
All right. On to what really matters here, the Heritage.
Yeah. Back to the shit PGA app after the Masters app. I think it was incredible.
Oh, it's so good. Is there like a faction of people who don't know that the Masters app exists? I see so many people complaining it was like the worst coverage ever. It's like, are you on the fucking app? It's awesome.
The app was so far ahead of the actual TV broadcast. It was like when you're watching, it's like 3-4 shots ahead on every shot. I'm like, this happened 15 minutes ago, and the broadcast is showing it.
Now that we know they're capable of it, like I know it's not the PGA doing it, but pay someone to make that app.
Right?
How much is it going to cost? Just fucking hire the guy who did the Masters one and go fucking make the app. It's not really that hard.
I think IBM did it.
Well, there's no amount of money I won't pay for that app.
Right? It's pretty sweet. You get to see every shot.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus Christ, you got this shit ass app, whatever.
I got one question before we go to Heritage.
Yep.
Are you going to bet Brooks Koepka ever again at a major?
Not unless he drifts to where he should be. I think all these studs, we need to evaluate what is actual value. Like it feels like Koepka was a value at 20, but is he like the new way the PGA Tour is, and these new studs that are up there? You want to call them studs, whatever. The old guard isn't winning right now. We should be getting bigger savings. Back to Brooks and Rahm. Why is Rahm so fucking 12-1 to be the PGA? Throw an 18 or 20 out there.
Right? So now everybody will bet it.
He's not going to win the PGA, I don't think, but
I don't know. Really?
Yeah, I think he likes. He's a different player in Europe. He's a better player in Europe, even before he started winning all these in the PGA Tour. Not all these. He hasn't won that much, but I still think that's his bread and butter. Linksy.
All right, Let's get into Heritage. Love it. Love this place. Love Harbour Town.
Great place. I think you have a great record here. I've hit some winners here. I think it's a great place. I love even the years we haven't won here. I think we've always gotten somebody deep into the mix. I don't want to say it's a predictable event, but you know the type of guys who are going to play well here. There's a certain profile that's really done very well. I think you get good odds in the mid-range of the board, and typically the big-time studs. I know we haven't had the best fields ever here. Not struggle, but it's not a place where they're going to go and pound, in my opinion, because the way the course is set up requires a lot of creativity, a lot of tree line fairways with doglegs. You really can't go over any corners and shit here like you see with a lot of these big hitters do. You got to put the ball in the right place in the fairway, setting up angles. It creates an event that a lot of different types of golfers can win. And I don't think, there's a couple guys up here we'll talk about it that I think do have the ability with their skill set to do great here. But I think these mid-range guys are very, very, very much in play, which enables you to make a good card construction, and have 5 or 6 guys with a real shot to win.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, prototypes here. I mean, hit the fairway. Bermuda putters,
Approach.
Approach. Can't bomb and gouge it. So we know what it takes to win here. We hit Webb. Do we hit somebody else?
Didn't you have Sibu the year Kadira won?
No, that was bullshit. Hit somebody else. Oh, I was on Grace and West Bryan. Yeah. Way back in the day. Grace and West Bryan. That's when this field stunk.
16 and 17.
Yeah.
18 was Kadira over Siwoo in the playoff. You had Siwoo, right?
Oh, yeah. That was her. Siwoo missed so many short putts.
And then
Webb in 2020, right?
Well, 2019, we had Cooch, who lost to CT Pan, but we had Cooch who made a late run.
Yep.
And then last year, Sink, which I think that was an anomaly. He kind of just blew the field away, which was very strange. And I don't think that's typically not how it goes. I think 5 of the last 6 winners have come from behind.
Yeah. Man, that Kadira one was
and all these guys are similar.
Tough to swallow.
And I know Webb's a borderline great player, but even the year he won, look at the leaderboard. It's like the same type of guys. Webb's just one of those type of plotter guys on steroids. He's the elite version of that.
Yeah, it was Berger, Hatton, Answer.
Yeah, so it's like even when these studs. That's why I love this field this week, because even with the studs up top, and I don't particularly love the studs this week, it pushes all these other guys' odds up, and the guys that I think who have not a better chance to win, but as good of a chance. Like the Masters, Berger doesn't have as much a chance to win as DJ. Here, he does.
Yep. Although the one stud who has just as good a chance as anybody is Morikawa here. His game fits absolutely perfect.
That's what I was going to say. When I said I was going to talk about when we get there, but like, yeah, he's the type of guy who, like I said, Webb's one of those plotters on steroids when he was in his playing great. Colin obviously is that too.
Yep.
So par 71, 7,100 yards, Bermuda, Pete Dye, second smallest team greens on tour. Only one smaller at Pebble Beach. So very small greens. So that's why its approach is so important here, because you gotta hit the green or you're gonna be scrambling. And it's about finding the right places on the fairway. I think driving accuracy is important, not because fairways are important, but because you got to put yourself on the right side of the fairway to set up these approach shots.
Yeah, positional golf.
Yeah.
Going from point A to point B, you got to hit your spots.
Absolutely. So like people are going to, so that's kind of I don't want to call it a misnomer, but this week it's like people are going to say accuracy doesn't matter or hitting the fairway doesn't matter, which yes, you can play from the rough and it's perfectly fine. But I'm not going to say accuracy doesn't matter, because the guys who have good driving accuracy are the guys who can pinpoint what side of the fairway they want to be on and all that stuff. Yeah. So you want accurate guys.
Yep. You're looking at Pete Dye specialist too?
Yeah, I think in the past you've seen that. You've seen Cooch, Siwoo.
You got a list of the top 10 in Pete Dye right now?
Yes, I do have one. I did the past 24 to see who's been playing kind of well there recently. And first is, I was a little surprised with this Lowry. The only thing about the Pete Dye thing that is like you don't have the match play, and I think those guys are really good there.
Yeah.
So I do want to include those guys in my thought process, even if they don't show up on the model. Hatton, yep.
Billy.
Let's see. Billy, right. So Lowry, Harmon, Webb, Connors, DJ, Answer, who withdrew, Tommy, Fitz, Sunjay, Cam Smith, Daniel Berger, Si Woo, Cantlay, Thomas, Neiman, top 15.
Yeah, all the guys I suspected.
Why is Lowry number one?
Connors too, huh?
Yeah, and then Connors, Pete Dye also was the match play.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Why is Lowry number one? He's got a good record here.
Yep.
Where else did we play Pete Dye? PGA, he finished 4th.
That's right.
Last year, Kiowa.
Oh,
A different type of Pete Dye.
But still, he's still similar type of things. So let's see.
The players, he finished 8th in 2021, 13th in 2022.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm looking at the list here: Crooked Stick, Harbour Town, Kiowa, Players, Travelers, Whistling Straits, Amex. Yeah.
Yeah. Does that change your thoughts on Shane a little bit?
I like Shane. Let's just go through the odds here.
So yeah, I mean, Bet365 odds have changed a lot since this morning when I put them into the course history sheet. Wow. So we got co-favorites here now, both at 14-1. JT and Morikawa 14-1. Then you have Weasel 16, and then DJ and Cantlay both 20.
Wow.
I haven't seen 20 on either of them, but I've seen 18 on both.
So I guess let's start talking about Morikawa. We said it already, but course fit wise, he's the guy here. You'd think. I will say this: his approach game still isn't that what it's been. I mean, he was 8th at the Masters in strokes gained approach, which is very good, but it's not peak Colin Morikawa. He's been doing it still with putting. He was, I think, top 20 in the field in putting last week. His putting has been great, which is not typically what he does well. So a little strange, but I'm not willing to bet the 14, but if I had to bet somebody, it would be him.
You'd bet him over Cantlay or DJ?
Yes.
Cantlay is just playing too bad. He's got Cantlay's great course history. Yeah.
He does. I think he's off right now. I think he's in one of those funks that we see these very good players get into when they rise very fast, like Scheffler's going to be hopefully doing soon, that I think. But Cantlay is just rose fast, did a lot of great things. I think he's just taking a little back seat for a little while.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, yeah, Morikawa is definitely the favorite out of these 5. Weasel. Do you want me to? I don't know. JT and Weasel, they just spray it and just, I don't know. Their tournament goes to shit.
The thing is here, there's going to be a lot of 5 3-woods and irons off the tee.
Yeah.
Weasel will spray an iron too, by the way.
Yeah, JT probably won't spray an iron, but I don't think I'm going to get a 14 on JT, so I'm just going to ignore him.
I mean, is JT peaking and trending towards this? By the way, we bet the PGA.
Yeah, we did 16-1. Yeah, I think JT's trending. You don't?
Right, but to finish my thought, is he trending towards a win at the fucking Heritage?
I don't know. None of these guys are winning. So I don't know.
Is he going to blow his load on the fucking Heritage?
Well, what if he just gets hot and does what Scotty does for 2 months?
Has he shown he's capable of that when he's gotten hot in the past?
Yeah.
Winning 3 out of 5 events or something like that?
I think so, hasn't he?
I don't know. I mean, I get maybe a couple of years ago when he won What was it? No, that was Rory. Won the, I want to say, BMW. Then he won something else somewhat recent. But
Yeah, he went first, third, fourth, first, 17th, first. 1 month stretch. He won 3 times.
yeah, I'm gonna just hope to avoid him here.
Yeah, I am too. But he could be a factor.
Oh, absolutely, he could. He's playing great. I just want him to keep playing well into the PGA. I think he's going to win the PGA.
I do too. That being said, I probably wouldn't bet him below 16-1.
I wouldn't either.
For here, no, I'm not betting him. I'm not betting him. I'm not betting Colin. DJ, I think DJ's games off his driver is fucking horrific. I don't even think he did. If he didn't have to hit it last week, he wouldn't have hit his driver. He was so uncomfortable with the driver. He had to hit it because the holes were so long. But so I'm out on DJ. I know this isn't a driver heavy course, but I don't think his game's where it needs to be. And same for Cantlay.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm with you there. If I had a better guy here, my guy would be Morikawa, and you're saying the same. So definitely a great course for him.
Yeah. I mean, he was right. He was in the final group with Sink. I know he was like 6-7 back, but he was the only one with a shot going into Sunday.
Here are stats last week. He was 20th off the tee, 8th in approach, 8th around the green, 23rd in putting.
How many strokes approach?
Not a crazy amount. 4 or something. I don't know. Let me look at real quick at the stats from the year last year when he finished. Where did he finish?
7th.
Okay, 7th. He gained 7.6 on approach, 11.5 tee to green, lost 2.5 putting, finished in 7th.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't love him on Bermuda grass either. I know he won concession, but
Lowry gained 5.6 that last year here.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next range. All right, so no bets there, top 5. All right, we got your new favorite golfer, Matthew Fitzpatrick, 22-1. Shane Lowry, 25-1. Corey Connors, 28-1. Those are the 3 guys under 30. And we'll throw Berger in there, 30-1.
Okay. 30-1. Wow. In theory, I really like all 4 of those guys.
Yeah, definitely.
I really do. Fitz, I mean, I almost want to bet all of them, but with Fitz, I wish he was 25. 20 is just very tough for him.
Is he incapable?
It's hard to say that now because all the guys I thought were incapable are just randomly winning.
Yeah, but I mean,
he's not one of them as of now. But I don't know. We haven't seen him feel it on the PGA Tour ever. He's never really been the spot to win. I think that actually makes this a decent spot for him because of how many guys come from behind. Like I can see him having a good Sunday, posting a number, win picking up, and then getting in a playoff or winning by a shot, like come from behind.
Isn't his best club now his driver?
Yes. Oh, it's unbelievable.
He pounds that thing too. Which is crazy.
Long and straight. He really doesn't make mistakes off the tee. I don't know. The thing is, I don't know if that helps him out here.
Yeah, exactly. He loves this place. I know that. He's raved about it.
And it's linksy. It gets windy. I think a lot of Europeans like that place because of it.
We had a lot of European winners, though.
No.
Yeah, it's mostly Americans or Asians.
It seems like he loves the place. Let me just see what he's done here, though.
I mean, I just have read comments that he loves the place.
So starting in 2014, he's played it every season. 23rd, miscut. 14th, 39th, 14th, 4th last year.
Yep.
So I can definitely see it, and I really like him a lot. I think he's just trending. The way he's playing is fucking awesome. But it's just hard to get a guy at 20-1 that you really don't know if he can win or not.
Yeah, I'm with you. I agree. I don't know if he can win.
Last year, he finished in 4th place, lost on approach, gained 7.3 putting, 4.4 off the tee.
Yeah, he's a Bermuda guy. He's playing great golf this year, though, man. Had a
I,
good
I
Sunday too.
like if I could pick anyone to finish in the top 10, he feels almost like a lock.
Yeah.
And going to the next
Yeah.
guy, I feel almost similarly about Shane. I don't know. I know he's proven he can win. That's the difference, but
Man, I love Shane. He was great last week. That would have been such a better story if he just won the fucking jacket.
oh, it would have been awesome. It would have been absolutely awesome. And
Think about how happy the guy would have been.
yeah, I think if it played a little differently,
Would have been a huge party.
oh, it would have been great. It would have been absolutely great. I feel almost like him with Fitz. I like them both. I think they're both playing so well and both feel like they're ready to win. But I just see him coming in fucking sixth.
Yeah, it's rough.
Don't you?
Man, they're both fucking playing great. Ugh.
If they're both at 25, I could just bet them both, I think.
You like them better than the next two?
No, not really. I like them all.
All right. What about Connors?
I love Connors. I think course history is great. He's a like almost doesn't seem like it, but he's the king of the plotters. Greens and reg, he ranks number 1 on tour.
Bing, 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 bing. Hit your spots.
Yep, that's what he does. Take 3 wood, 5 wood, put it right there, stick an approach. The problem is his putting's usually been pretty bad, but match play he was putting very well. And then last week he putt very well.
Worried about Bermuda?
I think most of his actual best finishes are on Bermuda. I don't know about putting stats, but
Actually,
finishes.
Austin's Bermuda, right?
Yeah, Austin's Bermuda, and so is another place he contended. You talk about trending towards a win. He feels like he's on the brink.
More than those other two? He hasn't had nearly as good as finishes as those other two.
By statistically, Bermuda's his best surface. I know that didn't answer your question, but those other two, they all do. They all do. All 3 of them.
And then probably my favorite one is Berger.
Berger is my favorite. Berger is the guy I'm betting no matter what. Numbers right. It's just talk about Webb. He's basically Webb, and he's playing better than Webb has been right now. And he talked about predictability of this course. Predictability of his game is like perfect. You know what courses to bet him on. You know what not. Everyone said, "Oh, he slipped into 40 last week." No, he cannot win on a long course. He's not going to do that. But courses under 7,200 yards, he's first. Whether it's 50 rounds, 36 rounds, doesn't matter. He's first in strokes gained total in under 7,200 yards. Look at the courses he's won at. Pebble Beach, smallest greens on tour. These are the second smallest greens on tour. It's because Colonial, very small greens, short course. Just like
almost won Travelers, lost to Spieth in that playoff.
Short course. It's just obvious. It's just too obvious. It's like, how do you not bet him here? It just makes way too much sense. And he's kind of quietly playing pretty good. 6 starts this year, not including the match play. Top 20 in 4 out of the 6. 2 of them in the top 5.
Won WGC St. Jude, or not? It was just FedEx St. Jude back then. Twice.
Short course.
Short course. Bermuda. Good history here. 3rd, 13th.
Absolute no-brainer.
I mean, Honda. He should have won Honda this year.
And it's like he's one of those guys who just feels like he's ready for a win too. Now it's like he didn't win that recently. He's a good enough player where he's going to win once every year and a half or so, and like he's getting there now.
Yeah, I'm in. Definitely in on Berger. I want to be in on one of those other 3 guys.
You know what it reminds me of? When he won at Colonial. Like, it's a course that favors these shorter hitters, and it was in a very stacked field because it was right after the restart, and but the course kind of lended itself to the shorter hitters, and same thing as this week. Good field up top, but it's his style of course. He can win in the field like
in the playoff.
Morikawa.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean they're similar type players, obviously. Neither of them hit it long, but just plot their way around.
So 28 28 is a definite for me. I know it says 30. I don't think I'm going to see a 30, but 28, 100%. We're still waiting on odds on a lot of our sites, so
Yeah.
I
All
don't
right,
know what
next
we're gonna do.
range. Next range, we got Webb 35. Skipped over. Neiman 33. Jordan Spieth 40. Oh, skipped over this. They're not in order here. What the fuck? Sanjay 35. Russell Henley 33. And we'll go up to Spieth 40 before we won't hit the 45s yet.
All right, I like some guys here. Spieth ain't one of them. I don't think we really need to talk about him.
I hope not. He's fucking horrific.
No, no need to talk about him. Henley is a guy you're going to see a lot of people like. I like Henley, but the number is never fair for him.
He's a pussy ass bitch, dude. Why isn't he 55?
I know. Stats are too good. People like betting him a lot. He's been playing really well, kind of popping up on leaderboards.
His event. This is his type of event.
Look at the correlation here. Wyndham, you see so many guys cross over here to those two courses. He should have won Wyndham.
Yeah, Siwoo, Cooch, Pan, Webb.
Yeah. Who won Wyndham this year? It was Kiz.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it makes plenty of sense. I could see him winning.
Fuck him.
He blows leads like fucking nobody's business.
Yeah, he does. We can't bet a 35 on him. There's too many other guys we like. And I just can't do it. I need 50 plus on him at any event, unless it's just like he's the best player.
What was he when you bet him at Wyndham? 50?
35.
Oh, 35.
Who wasn't this good of a field? Like, the best player was probably Webb.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I do like him. I can't see him winning, but I think I'd rather bet Lowry at 10 points worse or whatever he is.
Yeah. What about Neiman?
Very good in his first trip here. He's been good at Pete Dye. And he's just been good in general.
Kind of takes the best club out of his hands, though.
It does. His biggest weapon. Is he going to win again already after Genesis?
I don't know. You wanted to bet him at the PGA.
I like him at the PGA. Well, because it's
Middle of the country.
Yeah, middle of the country. It's another month, and I think driver's going to be useful there. I like him. I'm going to say no, though.
Yeah, I'm with you. What about the chubby Asian?
Last week during the final round, I was thinking about him for here. Asians love this place. Short Bermuda.
Yeah, right up his alley. Hate his guts.
I do too, but we saw a 40. It's pretty fucking fair.
It is. But besides at the Masters, what has he really done? Been pretty bad. Even through the Florida swing when he's usually that's his time.
Yeah. I'd rather stack up the guys I know I like, I think.
Missed the cut at the Honda. That's his event. API sucked. Gained 7.2 putting. Players, I don't know.
EMX, he was 11th, and Pete Dye.
Yeah, I'm out on Sanjay. I just don't like him. I don't like looking at him.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You get some of these like cute Asians, like you think they're, and then you get Sanjay. It's like, get the fuck out of my face, Sanjay. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I like looking at Siwoo.
Yeah, and it's not a weight thing either. I like looking at Kiradesh.
Yeah, I love Karadesh. Smoking darts. Sanjay's just it might be the acne.
Yeah, it could be that. So yeah, I guess I'm out on that.
All right, next range. Hatton 45, Tommy 45, Billy 45, Kisner 45, Noren 50.
Yeah, I like this range a lot.
You got Kirk 55, Kokrak 55, and Siwoo 55. Those are all the guys below 60.
Good numbers there, man. I think I like Billy. Been playing very well.
Dude, I like Billy, and I like Hatton, and I like Siwoo. And I like Noren.
I like Kisner too.
And I like Kisner.
Yeah, this is the range too. Like maybe three
Yeah.
guys from this range, 3 guys from the other range, and
But I like some 60s too.
Billy. Billy's played good at Wyndham, hasn't he?
Yeah.
The year Si Woo won, I think he was in the mix.
He was. He was in the playoff.
Okay, yeah.
Or he just missed the playoff.
So let's just look here. Sony is supposedly a comp as well. Wildeye, smaller greens. He has a 7th place there last year.
Yeah. Oh, he's playing good golf. I watched a lot of him over the weekend. He was featured with Hatton, which was an incredible watch.
Mm-hmm.
And he was sticking his irons. He couldn't make some putts, but
I like Billy a lot.
Look at him at API 4.9, Honda 5.8.
He was second at Wyndham in 2020.
He's having a great year.
25th at Heritage last year. He is. I think that's a great number for him. Yeah, I mean, we're going to bet, what's his name, fucking Henley at 33 when you can bet Billy at 45, and
Billy has a way better chance to win.
Yeah, I think I do want to bet Billy. 45, I think is a great one.
Yeah. Who else we got here? Answer withdrew. Hatton.
You like Hatton?
I can just picture him in a plaid jacket.
Did you say 45?
Yeah.
That's a good number.
He's got a 29th missed cut, and 3rd the COVID year, and 39th last year.
3rd the COVID year is good. That was a good field.
Yeah, I just don't know if it played the way it usually does. Valspar, 5.4 approach.
I was going to say, I don't know if he's playing that well right now, but I guess he is.
2nd at API, 13th at the Players. Got out of the group stage at the match play.
Doesn't have his caddy this week.
I don't give a fuck about that.
Is he in a great place mentally? I mean, the interview was a little fucking weird. I know it's just who he is, but like,
I love that interview.
He's going to come out and win this week?
Yeah, why the fuck not?
40 plus is good. I don't think I could get there in a 33, but 40 I definitely would.
Yeah, 40. 45?
If we get that, I would definitely do it. I don't know. I like Si Woo.
It's like API all over.
He was just playing I know he's playing all right now. He's playing much better then.
All right, give me Si Woo. I'll tell you how well he was playing then.
Si Woo was playing. I thought he's been playing great leading into this. We've betting him before, and he played okay. It's not like he was bad. He almost got into contention when we had him a couple of weeks ago in Texas, and then now he's at Pete Dye again. We said, I don't know if he can win when it's not Pete Dye. Now it's Pete Dye. He hasn't burned his win on this one yet. This is a place that feels like he should win. Lost in a playoff already. Was solid at the Masters. All these Pete Dyes he's great on.
Yeah, you don't got to tell me to bet Si Woo. I'll bet Si Woo.
I was shocked he was 60. I think I saw 65.
Yeah, I'm in. I like Si Woo.
Kiz makes a lot of sense. Go ahead. What are you going to say about Hatton?
Hatton was in a lot better form back then. But yeah. I still don't think he's in bad form.
No, he's not in bad form, no. Kiz. I like Kiz.
Okay.
I've
been thinking about this all day. Is he actually playing well, or is he just buck-sacking it out there?
Well, isn't that what he does?
Yeah. Yeah, it is what he does.
When he wins, it's because he's going to fucking gain a million strokes putting, maybe chip in a couple times, like get up and down. 4th of the Players. I don't know what you want to take away from that. Sony, again, Wildeye, one of those comp courses. Wyndham, he won. Last week, he was 9th in approach. I thought he played pretty well last week. 55, he's a guy who he gets in position to win. I know he can do it. I don't like Kiz at all, and
I fucking hate Kiz.
I do too. Almost won the match play. I mean, yeah, he's in good form.
Really pissed me off when he won Wyndham.
Me too. The only guy could beat him was Scheffler at the match play, and now it's another Pete Dye. 55 feels fair.
Yeah, I'm hoping for 60.
Yeah,
We're not
Billy-
going to get that?
I guess not. I don't know. I can't see anything.
Fuck. Yeah, I can get involved with Kisner, I guess. He's got win equity.
He does.
You know he has the nuts.
Billy, Kiz, Siwoo. One of those guys is going to finish in the top 5.
Yeah. You out on Norin?
Yes.
Why don't you like Norin?
I don't hate Norn. I just think all these other guys have just as good a chance to win, if not better. Much better. Much better.
50? 50?
No, not for me.
No. Tommy?
I like Tommy. He's playing very well. Last week, I think it was his best stroke team off the tee week since Portrush. I saw someone say.
Is he incapable?
Probably. He's probably incapable. I think I saw 66 somewhere, maybe. I don't know. I don't think he can win. No, I don't, but I like him in theory.
We're going to bet 3 of these guys here?
Yeah. I don't think I'll be able to get there because I like Siwoo, Billy, and Kisner
Christ.
better.
So many options here.
I know.
Then there's 2 guys in this next range, too. 3 guys.
Who?
You got McNeely, 60. Good option here. Small greens. Hadwin, 60. And Nah, 60.
I like all of them. I mean, Mav, you talk about small greens in Pebble Beach. He was good there. A lot of these guys are kind of good at both Pebble Beach, too. Windy, small greens. I like him. I think I'd rather bet these other guys, though.
So
Can't bet everybody. Can't bet everybody.
I feel like I'm seeing form with Kevin Na.
You are. We are.
I don't know. And he just all the comps. He just plays all the comps well every fucking year.
Yeah. I like Na.
He's just cursed.
Yep.
So does that mean I can't bet him?
It doesn't mean that. I mean, 60-1. It's not like last week with Brooks. You give away your whole fucking bankroll on him.
Look at Wyndham, 2nd. Tour Championship, 6th. Sony, great on approach. He actually played good at it. Of course, he never plays well last week. He played good at the match play. Drills putts. You can definitely see him winning.
I can too.
Just being an annoying fuck.
Yep. I can see it. Yeah, he can definitely win. I could get there. Let's just of those guys, he's the guy I have to go with. Who's the third one you said? Hadwin? Yeah, I can see it, but no.
Okay.
So we got to sort this out here.
Are we just not going down the board at all?
And I don't know how we can. I like Mito. I saw Mito at 90. I'm going to bet that just because I can see it happening, and 90-1 is fair.
Yeah, Mito's showing a lot of form. Big time. Your boy Tringali's 125.
Yeah, you can go fuck himself.
Okay. Before we figure this out here, a couple long shots. Bo.
Would you consider Bo a precise iron player?
No, I just saw his name. I don't like Bo at all.
Okay.
CT Pan, 150.
No, he's not going to win it again.
Okay, Willett, 150.
Yeah, 18th last year. His numbers were great last week. Charles were too, by the way. I was going to mention him.
Charles' numbers were good?
Yeah. Tee to green, he was great.
He missed 6 straight cuts before that.
Yeah, and good vibes with the Masters. He's probably not going to win. I could see Willett, though. Yeah.
This one guy I got a weird feeling on. And he fits perfect.
Who?
Fucking 3 sticks.
Huh. He's a Sea Island boy.
4th at Valero.
Wow.
3.2 approach, 5.8 off the tee. He was 32nd at Arnold Palmer, 4.3 approach.
I don't think he's capable of winning, but might be a sneaky little.
1 RSM. It's got to be a comp, right?
Yeah, I mean, Kisner's good there. Wow, he was great at Valero, huh?
Yeah.
How old is he now?
He's younger than Tiger.
That's not really
18th year last year.
the metric of if someone's young or not. Tiger's 46.
Three Sticks is 42. It'll be 43 in June.
Not bad. Oh, what about Cooch real quick? I mean,
No.
okay, fine.
I'd rather just bet Howell. He's the same fucking guy as Cooch.
Yeah, except Cooch is fucking way cooler.
Poor man's Cooch.
Yeah, but the same. Oh, what's Howell again? 150?
Yeah, 130.
All right, yeah.
Cooch is half that.
Okay, I like Howell. He's not going to win, but yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're figuring this out here. Berger, add him up, right?
Yep.
Chalk him up. Who's the definites? Billy?
Yes, Billy, say 45.
28 on Berger.
Yep.
Who else is your definite?
Do you have any definites? Siwoo, 65.
Is he definite?
I think so. I think win equity wise for that price, he is.
Okay. 65.
Mm-hmm.
Is Kisner a definite?
I wouldn't call him a definite, but we got to figure out, is it in that 20 range? Is it going to be two of those guys or one more?
I guess we got to be out on Lowry and Fitz.
Yeah. Connor's 25, I like.
You made a good point with Connors. We would never consider him at 25-1 ever in our lives until this year.
Yep.
We've just been sitting there as these guys win, as Weasel wins at 25, as Scotty wins at 16. We're just sitting there with our pricks in our hands, saying we'll never bet these fucks, and then they win at the numbers.
That feels like a Connor's 25, like to a T.
It's fucking disgusting, if you ask me.
You think it is?
It's disgusting. Yeah, Connors. Why am I betting Connors at 25?
Because he's
I don't do that. I don't do that.
They're trying to turn over a new leaf.
We're turning it over with fucking Corey Connors.
Would you rather bet Lowry or Fitz?
No, I definitely wouldn't want to bet Fitz at his number. But Lowry and Connors at the same number. We're choosing the Canadian?
They're not the same number, though.
What if they're both 25?
I'd bet both of them.
Then you'd have to skip out on a bunch.
Yeah.
All right, so what are we doing?
Usually we're struggling to find guys we like. This week we're struggling to
fit a card.
Just
bet them all, like all those pricks online.
I know. They don't count how many you bet, just count how many you win. So yeah, we got to narrow it down. We could. We haven't really talked about guaranteed. We've bet one guy at 28 and one guy at 45 and 65. It's like we can still fit a good amount. Just who's it going to be? What do you think?
I like Hatton, man.
45. Yeah, I like that too. 45. If it's
he's 45.
Yes, if he's 40, 45. And the other tough part is too, we don't know numbers we're going to get. If I get 25 on Lowry and Connors, I'm willing to not bet Hatton.
If you get a 25 on Lowry and a 45 on Hatton,
I'll bet those two, Connors, Berger. Siwoo, call it a day. Can't bet Kisner.
Scratch Kisner. All right. So we're at a handful of 25 to fucking 65 guys
that we really like.
Literally 10 of them.
10 of them. So,
I got to be out on Tommy. I guess I got to be out on Noren, although I really like Noren. And I really think Kevin Na's winning until what you told me.
So we could probably bet him. We can fit most of these guys, especially if we don't bet a Lowry or.
Yeah.
Those are guys we like.
I think we got to be out on Lowry.
Yeah, I think we do too. Unless he's 25.
All right. Let's get back in the winner's circle. This seems like a perfect spot.
It does. I can picture all those guys we talked about winning. We'll narrow it down. I mean, it's only 6-7 guys. I'm sure most of you guys can just fucking bet all of them, but we're not gonna, and we'll narrow it down and put out our card soon. But you know who we like. It's gonna be between those guys.
All right, fuck Scotty Scheffler, fuck Cam Smith.
Yeah, the time ends now.
Go to war.
All right.